to see a slide, but while we do that, let's also get a corporate conversation going. Castrol India reported a steady quarter 2 of calendar year 2025. Revenue surged 7%, EBITDA increased 8%. Other income, however, declined. Kedar Lele, who is the MD at Castrol India, is joining us now to discuss more and tell us about the outlook going forward as well. Mr. Lele, good morning. Thank you so much for joining in. Can you give us a sense of what the volume growth was this time around, YOY and on a quarter-on-quarter basis? What is the outlook for volumes for the entire calendar year, considering that it has been a single-digit growth on the top line?
Good morning, Sonal. Wonderful to be here. And in an environment where most of the consumer companies are talking about volume growth, which is low single digit, you would have been really happy to see Castrol putting 8% of volume growth on for Q2 of the calendar year that we follow. This comes on the back of 8% growth that we did in the Q1 as well, which was the March quarter. And that with 7% revenue and 8% EBITDA tells you that we have been consistently delivering on our promise and on our commitment and delivering this through initiatives which have been talked about in the past. So there's nothing new. I also talk about there's no exceptional item in this quarter. This is core business delivering with the strategies that we have talked about. And just to talk about two of them, the one is we've found great amount of joy with industrial focus that we have adopted. And I do believe that India is going down the industrialization path with Government of India, of course, talking about PLI, and from electronics to aeronautics. Most of those industries are coming to India now, and we have realized that Castrol, which is a big consumer brand, could actually do magic in industrial. So our proposition is simple. Take lube off your mind if you're running a factory, and we can do the job for you. So that has really given us a good double-digit growth this quarter. And I spoke about the Bharat strategy in the beginning of the year, and Bharat strategy really is not just about going down the India in rural and Mufassal towns of the country, but also about the proposition of Castrol at affordable prices. As you know, a large number of households in villages now own bikes and cars. In order to be able to keep them running, you require lube and servicing. And we've realized that just by making our product affordable and making them available, we've been able to expand. So that part of business is also growing double digits.
So Kedar, I just wanted to confirm, you said double-digit growth and 8% volume growth. So I'm a little confused what the number is.
I said from the two big initiatives which are making me delighted about our strategic thrusts, which is industrial and rural, have delivered double-digit growth for us. So I was breaking open the 8% volume and 7% value growth for you because I thought that was your question as well.
Yes.
Understand a little bit more about the flavor of growth that we have delivered.
Got that. And will you be holding on to, at a consolidated basis, the 7%, 8% kind of revenue growth as you've seen and margins within 22 to 24%?
See, I always stop myself from giving forward guidance on our kind of growth. But if a company like ours puts two quarters, one after another at 8%, which is 2x of the industry growth, then I think it's a good sign of what things could come in the future.
No, I meant, are you seeing any softness or this should continue?
I'm not seeing softness the industry softness continues. Industry grows at 3.5%, 4%. Castrol is growing at 8%. So we would want to grow faster than the market so that we deliver competitive and profitable growth. And 22-24, in my opinion, was a very tight band. I want to use 21-24 because there are times when we do want to do stuff which will make our business future fit. But if that is the EBITDA margin that we can deliver, then we have a business that will be very good to look at and to watch out for.
Kedar, two parts to my question. First is about the industrials business. You've sounded very bullish about it over the last couple of quarters. It's a very small business as of now, but over a period of time, do you see that becoming a significant part of your overall business? If you have a number on that, that's part one. And part two being the rise of electric vehicles that you are seeing currently in the country with more encouragement towards EV adoption. Do you see that impacting your business in some way or the other? If that 8% volume growth puts it under threat?
Great point, Hormuz. Good to see you again. The first thing is industrial. Am I excited about it? Of course I am. because with industrial growth coming in, Swarnim Kal has been talked about, and we have not played to our strength with our portfolio on the industrial side of the business. And that's something that we've always had in Europe and the USA. We have had good large industrial business. And it's a very large range of products, not just lube, but metalworking fluids, general industrial oil, high sols, alusols, solubles, and stuff like that. So if you're running any kind of industry, Castrol could make your life easier. And that's been the proposition. It's working well. It is a small part of business, but as I keep saying, the size of business is what your predecessors got you. Growth is what you can deliver. And that part of the business, as it delivers double-digit growth, if it delivers 2x of the growth of the business, then I think we are in a good shape. Industrial takes time. It's a slow burn. You have to work with customers who are engaged with other suppliers or partners for 2 to 3 years, and you work with them, land your value proposition, land your quality products, and then you get those customers. So for example, our chemical management service, where we take lube off your mind, has been there, but we have not been talking about it in the past. So in this quarter, we've been able to get 3 new customers there. And if that expands, surely it will become a big part of our business and growth in the time to come. Coming to EVs, see, let me not deride any of this, because EVs is the future of mobility, and we all know it. But the month of August, some of the EV makers may not be able to run their factories for shortfall of magnets that we all know about. For next 10 years, India's mobility will be driven by more fuel efficient vehicles in two-wheelers and passenger cars, and a combination of hydrogen and hybrid vehicles for larger vehicles. So EV revolution is upon us, but it'll take time for India to get there.
We will. And of course, Castrol is also looking at EV fluids. So that is something that analysts and the street is watching out for, the growth in that segment. Kedar, always a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much for joining us today with the outlook for Castrol in the calendar year and times to come as well. Time for a short break now. On the other side, we bring you excerpts of our conversation with NSDL as the company has made a steady D-Street debut. Stay tuned for that.